Hello guys, welcome to another live stream, and today we'll have here some Japanese desserts. Alright, we'll do them using watercolor. Okay, and for that let me just check here my color swatches to see what I'll be using. So I'll be using a purple for the darker color, what is this? No, a Naples yellow for the lightest, a rose carmine, I don't know where, I guess it will be this one. Yeah, rose carmine for the second lightest, and yeah, a light carmine could be this one. I guess it's this one. Yeah. Alright. So this will be for the cake, which will be like this, exactly, in this order. Alright. Hey there, Roo. How are you? So, we already have here right, our brush ready. And yeah, let's erase some of these lines. Yeah, we miss you too. How are you doing? Better from your leg? That's good. Being busy, it's always good. It means that you have something to do. Salsa, thank you very much. So let's go. Today we are doing this this Japanese style desserts, right? We love to have you here as well, Ru. It's mutual. Yeah, it will be Mochi, and this one it's like a Japanese roll cake. The Mochi is here. This one is like a Japanese roll. No, thank you for being here. It's more like that. And here we have the purple. It's like the darkest color. It's like some cream one, okay? But since like the rest of it will be like this pinkish color, to have some contrast, then I'll do like a lighter tone. So we'll have here a more like a wider tone to the filling. So the past days I was dabbing here with some acrylic markers, and I really like that, but I was already missing my watercolor ones. These are really cool to do, you know. It's so fun to do like watercolor markers, you know. It's really cool. Like these two was done with acrylic ones. And it's fine, okay, because you have a lot of latitude, you know, to work with, because you can just layer colors on top of the others, and that's cool. But I don't know how to explain, but like working with watercolor, it's, for me at least, it's way better, you know. I like it a lot. No, I'm going to use this one. So let's work this fairly not really fast, but there's always like a little issue. If you let it dry too much, it will be a little trickier to reactivate the color. So you are dealing with the pressure of Van Gogh. I'll be really blunt with it, you know. It will be really easy for you, so if you just like ready right on the first page, if you just go with like all in, you know, doesn't matter what the hell, no preparing at all, you know, just go, just draw something random. Don't be afraid of ruining it. And if you just start with that on the first page, you'll see that the rest will be like way better, you know. My point is, try to ruin the first page. Yeah, yeah. For example, yeah, Zuri, yeah. But my opinion, you know, like for at least for me, like I want to keep it everything I do on the sketchbook, you know, because like it doesn't matter if it's not like the way I want it to be, you know, but at least it's there, you know. I can show you. So I did these two well paintings, okay, but the way to come into this, it was just for, I did before this, I did this one, okay. I kinda liked the idea initially, but then it was simply like too strong, you know, and I won't take it off, you know, it's there, and well, I didn't like it in the end, okay. My point is that I didn't like it in the end, but it will be there. And it's cool as well, you know, so we can deal with our least successful things, you know. Because we'll never be able like to do the perfect, always like the perfect drawing or the perfect sketch. That doesn't exist, you know. So yeah, but well, you know, I understand what you're saying, Zerper, about locking in and trying to be focused. My opinion here, it is what it is, okay? You can take it or not. But it's like the complete opposite. Just go with it. No need to, and don't try to focus, you know? It's just a sketchbook, it's nothing, okay? It's supposed to have like shitty drawings and nicer stuff, you know. It's supposed to. This thing, what I'm doing here, it's not sushi. It will be like a cake roll. But this thing here, yes, it's sushi. That's a problem, yeah. You have to go, if you are working with this type of stuff. Yeah, this is 300 GSM watercolor paper, okay? If you are working with watercolors or something similar to this, even, well, even markers, even like acrylic markers, you should go always with a heavier paper. Because I feel that even this one, even 300 GSM, which is fairly heavy, I have some situations where I'm doing watercolor that it slightly starts to warp, you know? It doesn't tear, nothing like that, but starts to warp a little bit. Of course not. Paper will definitely won't judge you. But I can tell you another another tip. If you are feeling like too much pressure with it, just simply before working on paper, on the sketchbook, just go with like assorted paper, like with some individual pages, okay? 200? Well, it depends. If you are doing watercolor, it might be a little too thin. But you are doing for what? For acrylic, for those alcohol markers? If it's like for alcohol, I guess it's fine. Watercolor, it's a little bit more demanding, let's say. Oh, for watercolor. Well, you see, you can try it, okay? It doesn't, well, you can simply try. But you'll just need to be aware that eventually you can't like do that much. You can't place that much water. All right. See. Just dropped a little too much water here. All right. Just trying to smooth this border here, okay? Yeah, something like this. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Don. So, right now, I'm going to leave to rest this pinkish part, okay? You will still need to do some little touches here and there, but I'm going to let it rest a little bit. And we will focus on first here the cream on top. Let me check here my palette. Neutral gray and some cold gray. Thank you, man. So here a cold gray for the cream and a neutral gray light. I think I'm just going to apply like the base of this really light gray, and then just like a touch where I guess it's needed of the darker one. Alright. Now we can go here with the water. Let me clean this. We'll add some highlights later. Also, if you feel okay, so for the watercolor, go for the 200 grams. Okay. It's not perfect, but at least it will help you a little bit more. Right. This is a really small area to apply this, but I'll then try to use a white marker to just apply the really bright whites. Just trying to lift some of this color. Alright. If I were you, I would use only the 160 grams for like alcohol markers, you know. I wouldn't use for watercolor, in my opinion. Now for the cherry on top. Carmine. This will be the light carmine. Yeah. Sarin red. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one, the pale geranium lake. I don't know which one it is. This is the orange. I don't know. I guess I'm not using that. How do I choose the colors? So no, just because like I have here a color swatch for the whole markers, you know, and I'm just checking which one could be best applied. Okay, it's here. Okay, that's nice. So the problem here is that my problem here is with the reds, you know, because I have a lot of like pinkish, purplish hues, and the reds, they are a little, I could definitely use some like darker red, and I don't have it, but yeah. So I'll use the deep carmine for the shadows, the southern red for the midtones, and eventually the pale geranium lake for the, well, more highlights. From what, from what website? Oh, from where can you order LYRA? Watercolor, like these LYRA markers? Yeah, I can set you up with a link. Let me check here, sorry. The website that I go for it's Craftlier, and I can send you a link. Oh, I guess I already have here already. Let me just check. Just a moment, please, because I guess I already have here somewhere. Yeah, it's here, I guess. Yeah. I'm going to send you like the link. Okay. This is where I buy from. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's LYRA. Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I understood. I understood that was a mistake. No problem. Where are you, Zerper? Well, where are you? I mean, in the world, where are you? Alaska. Well, that's really cool. So this part is already dry. Now I'm going back here to this with the purple. Gail, how are you? Well, kind of. It's like an understatement, you know? Like, it's really cool. Oops. Trying to smudge a little bit these like pockets of air on the cake. Yeah, of course. Yes, you can. Yeah, paint, if you are using like really paint, there it will be a little, you won't get like a really good result, you know. You can try that, definitely. You can give it a try. But but yeah, it won't be like a really good result overall, you know. Yeah, but Micron, there is no problem at all with using it. So, if you use Micron, it's really better to use on those like 100 and something GSM, just because like Microns, if you use it on watercolor paper, that's not that great, you know. The ink tends to be absorbed to the paper really fast. So if it's not like too, see if the paper you are using for the microns is flatter, it's better, you know. Alright, now let's head here towards the the green part on the cherry. Yeah, this one. And now a Venetian red. They call this Venetian red. Open red, yeah. Let's do it. I can get it. Yeah. They call this like Venetian red, but this is like brown as hell. Number 3. Who is number 1? Who is number 1? That's odds. I don't know if... Okay, number 1 was Salsa Villa. Why? But you all have the same points, let's say. 75 points. I don't know what that counts for, but well. I don't know how YouTube sets like these rankings. I don't have any idea at all. But well. So let's go for the cream here inside. Where is okay. And now the darker one. Yeah. Rue is on attack mode for the first place. Yeah, I get it, but I don't know how they measure it. Would it be like from comment, from chat activity? Because like if it was like for chat activity, I guess Salsa just like placed one comment, I guess, right? It would be strange. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it should be commenting, right? So it doesn't make sense other than that, right? Right. So you are in college, Zerber? That's cool. What are you studying? Okay. But anything in specific or just like visual arts in general? Or design or not yet. Not yet, Ru. I'm just going to apply the whites. That's like my favorite part. Oh really? Metal and woodwork? Nice, nice. I was into like 1 year ago. Yeah, Posca. 1 year ago, I was really into CNC and laser cutting, but just wood, no metal. Okay. Since I also work since I know how to work with 3D, that was like a really huge plus for me working in that type of in that type of stuff, you know, especially for the CNC. Not so much for the laser cutting because it's mostly 2D, but the CNC, it's nice. What do you mean, like the software that I would use? It would be like Fusion 360 for the CNC, and for the laser cutting, it's like it's light light burn, yeah. Yeah, light burn is pretty cool. You just pay like once and it's yours, the software. It doesn't have like that nonsense monthly payments. You just pay once, like 75 euros, that's what I paid, and well, it's yours. If you have to pay like every single thing, that would ruin you. So let me just clean here the tip, and let's go. So let's start here with the cherry. Cherry on top. Now going here for this creamy thing. Here I have to do a lot of white because I went too deep with the grays. Yeah, they are, but you see, I only use Posca for the white, you know, because like for example, I have like Ohuhu acrylic markers. They are fine. They have some. They are fine and very cheap. Actually, they are really cheap. Like I got like 72 markers for 30 something euros. And they are also like this brand, like RTX, ARRTX. They are a little more expensive. They run about, I bought like the 36, so half of the Ohuhu ones, okay, for almost 40 euros. So they are half the markers and slightly more expensive than the other one. But I felt that the RTX has a little better coverage, you know, What about a Posca? But I guess you can buy it. Oh, okay. You don't have Amazon. Yeah. But even on the website, they don't sell it like individually. Because like we have like Posca markers here at our like how can I say this, like in like regular stores in the shopping mall, you know, like if you go to have grocery shopping, okay, you on the on the oh, I just forgot the word in English. On the department of like office stuff, you know, like paper and pens and whatnot, they also sell like Posca, you know. So for me, it's a little bit easier. Just I can buy it like individually, the colors I want. Okay, and I already tried the white one from RTX and from Ohuhu, and it's not even comparable. Okay, like the coverage that you can get from a Posca, it's way better than any other type of acrylics I've already experienced at least, you know. Here I just want a little small diffused highlight, that's why I just dabbed on top of it. I'll do the same here. Because I don't want it to be like really strong. Just to lighten up the tone a little bit, you know. Oh yeah, you can go also for gel pens, yeah, for sure. Usually a lot of people use them when they are working with color pencils. I just honestly, I don't have here gel pens, but I tend to go always with since I already have, right, a Posca, I just go with a Posca. It will be, it will always be more efficient, let's say, even compared with gel pens, so it's like my go-to, you know. The pretty potato, thank you. For instance, like the drawing I did, like I guess it was Sunday, yeah. These little like bees, you know, like this bee and this beehive. This is like with color pencil, and I could go. Usually, most people go with gel pens, but like even like in color pencil, it's really easy. You just get here the Posca, and it's fairly easy to just apply it, right? So that's done. I didn't like that much, honestly, but whatever. Let's go now for the Mochi. Sorry, let me just... Yeah, I don't know. The pretty potato. What don't I like? I can tell you. So I don't like that much here. These little spots that I did here. Didn't like that at all. The cream here could be a little lighter overall. Okay, it's a little bit too gray. Also the same thing here with this top part on the cream. The cherry, well, it's okay, but yeah, that's the things that I didn't like that much. Now, let's go here for the Mochi. Here we'll be using almost the same colors actually from this one. Like a little lighter ones. Like this rose carmine, yeah. And this Naples yellow. Yeah, that was my point, you know, the pretty potato, to make it look like, but I guess it, for me at least, it doesn't really look like it, you know. I don't know. Well, on first spot, it's Streamlabs, on first place. But I don't know why, how they... honestly, I don't know how they measure this. For me, it's a little bit absurd, but well. And it's odd, you know, like it's a bit odd that I don't know if this salsa is still here on the chat, because he or she, I don't know, only made like a comment or so, so it's a bit awkward, but I really don't understand it. So let's go. We'll start here with this one. Oops, I just forgot to erase, damn it. So let's keep going. Yeah, of course. It's not plasticine. It's like a proper rubber, like a kneaded rubber. Okay. It's used for, this one is from Faber-Castell. It feels like plasticine, yes. But it's meant really to erase lightly, you know. Without taking that much out of the cover of the notebook. But yeah, of course, all black, like Rue. At least for now, it's been like my #1 fan. She's just like here almost every day for the whole lives. You've been spammed? How so? Spammed by YouTube? How so? Oh yeah, you are #1 now. Hey there, user. How could you do it? How were you able to do it? Thank you, Pretty Potato. We try to have a nice environment here, a chill atmosphere, nice vibe with all of you guys. At least that's what I intend to. And obviously I'm completely open to help some of you who need help, and if obviously if I know how to help you, of course. I don't know everything for sure, so, and yeah, for sure. Super. So that helps a lot for sure, the liking and subscribing. Astro, thank you. That means a lot. You see, like, that means like we are building here a really cool community, you know. And like the community, it's like all of us, you know. Because me on my own, I couldn't build this, you know. That's really cool. Evie, hello. Race, how are you? Thank you for the subscription. I'm sorry I can't read your name, but thank you. As I said, Ru, I don't want to. I don't want, and I definitely don't need to be famous, you know. Definitely, for sure. If my channel, obviously, if it grows, I'm happy with it. But being famous, it's not one of the things that I hope for, you know. The pretty potato. That's an interesting question, honestly. So, I'm a tattoo artist, okay? I have like this YouTube channel for 5 years now, and I occasionally would post here some of my tattoo process, some of my tattoo stuff, you know. But I wanted to make more stuff, and doing that from the tattoo side would be a little trickier due to the privacy, of course, of the people, you know, that I'm tattooing. I don't want to, well, get a lot into their privacy, you know. So that would be a little hard to do it. And then like I figured that I could do it by just working, like tattooing, let's say, on paper with a proper tattoo machine and a ballpoint pen cartridge. That's where all of this started. I really liked the process, you know, but then I started to be a little bit bored. I started like this on this January, and I started to be a little bit bored just doing that, you know. And I thought, well, why not putting myself to a test and try out different mediums, even if I'm not like completely comfortable, which it's this, you know. And yeah, it was something like that, you know. I did, yeah, yesterday I finished one piece of stippling, and the day before as well. Yeah. I did this like thing. Yeah, it was yesterday and the day before. It's like a Roblox character. Yeah, on live stream. Yes. Yeah. So I'm just going to darken out a little bit more this edge here. So that's how it started, and now I'm just a little, I guess, evolving. Yeah, it was, yeah. You just joined like in the end, yes. I'm like evolving into other type of, other types of mediums, just to make me uncomfortable. Like for instance, like these markers, these acrylic markers, not the ones I'm using, but the acrylic markers I just experienced like last week. That was like my first experience with them. The watercolor ones were like a week before. I can show you a little bit of my stuff if you want. So this was like my first try with the watercolor markers. This also watercolor, and pencil, color pencil. These are also watercolor, all of them. Watercolor markers, yeah. These are acrylic ones. This was like last week, like mid last week. Also, also acrylic markers. Well, this is just watercolor. This was like the thing that I'm not really proud of, if I'm being honest. But yeah. And these two are also acrylics. Ru, don't need to, really. Do something else more interesting for you at least. Letitia, hey there. So we are here almost finishing this, okay? And just letting it dry a little bit to do the high spots on the strawberry. Yeah, I'm thinking a little about that as well, you know. Like I already have like the Portuguese style desserts, and here like the theme on the Japanese. Yeah, I guess it could be interesting doing something like that, yes. For sure. So let me see. Yeah, I guess I can start to work. Are you? Nice. Ça va, Blanche? Oh, but no worries, Ru. Really, don't really. I'm really thankful that you guys are here. You know, like on live. That really helps me out, especially like because I can talk to you, you know. But you don't need to go again, you know. The catacombs. Thank you very much, Maria Florencia. Sweet Tango. I like them as well. And this one is pretty. It's a page with really vibrant colors, actually. That's the cool thing about Japanese food, because if you see, in contrast, if you see with the Portuguese desserts I did, they are like really washed out, right? They are like the same colors, you know, like it's always around those yellows, browns, it's oranges, it's like the same hue almost, you know. And here you have like really vibrant ones. So now I'm going to put here some, on this Mochi here, some speckles of, it's what? It's starch, yeah. My earlier live stream? Oh, the last one. Today I just did this one. I don't know if it was like the last, like yesterday or the day before, that I didn't get like that much viewers, yeah. But that's the thing, you know. If you do like I do, if you do like daily live streams, there are some days that are really good with a lot of people. Oh, okay, my first live streams. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Those were a little tougher. Yeah, for sure. But it is what it is, you know. When you start, it's a little hard to get into the vibe, you know. So just doing some speckles here of, I guess this is starch. I don't know for sure, but please correct me if I'm wrong. These ones, since they are like in the dark, I'm just going to mute them a little bit, you know. Just placing here my finger on top. Thank you, Astro. Here I just am going to lighten up a little bit this center area. I don't want here to create highlights, it's just to make them a little lighter. Okay, I'm doing the same, like pushing my finger to smooth everything. Yeah. Something like this. Noah, thank you for the sub. This thing here, sorry. Yeah, this thing here is Mochi. Yeah, it's like a whole Mochi is here, and here it's like sliced Mochi with the strawberry in the middle. And the point here would be like to make it like almost coming out this screen. That's why I'm going over with the white, as it was like a little flooding. Yeah. Actually, I like it a lot, Mochi. That's really nice. Okay. Just trying to correct some of my mistakes here. Okay. Just trying to lift up a little bit of this gray because it was too dark in my opinion. Jeannie, thank you. Alright. And yeah, we are almost done here. Do you guys like it? Like, I like the Mochi one. I really like that. That for me, that's cool. The cake roll, not so much. And these two were like experimenting like a different style, because like I saw here I really wanted to show you guys, but I don't. Let me see if I can. Yeah. If you search for, I'm going to post here her handle, okay? If you check that artist, Copy Shroom, okay, if you check it on TikTok or Instagram, like she has like a incredible style, you know. What spray? Oh yeah, I was just like going with another pen. This is a little larger, the tip. Like this artist has like a she has like a amazing style, you know, and I was like inspired by her style. That's why I did these two pieces, the mussels and the sushi, the shrimp sushi. trying to emulate a little bit her style. It wasn't even close to what she does, not even close, but I really like that. You should definitely check that out because she's really awesome. I don't know her, I never talked to her even, but yeah, she's really cool. The shrimp, well, I can try. It's okay with you? Yeah, so. Right. Yeah. What type of spray? It depends because, like, imagine if I'm working with pastel pencils or oils, I'll spray this, this type of stuff. This is a fixative, okay? And that will lock the pastel into the page, so that doesn't smudge if eventually someone just goes over or something rubs, that like locks everything in. But I don't know if it's that, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't, like, for example, like on acrylic markers, in my opinion, there's no need to use any type of fixative or something like that because it's just like soaked into the paper, so yeah. Body spray? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Don't know what could it be. But like, you've seen people do that after everything, after finishing the work. And if so, what type of medium were they using? Okay. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, it depends. Like, the oil, well, for instance, if it's like oil painting, I really can't help you that much because I don't know almost anything about oil. But if it's like something around gouache, it might be also some type of fixative to do like another layer on top. Sierra, thank you very much. You do? What do you usually do? What are your favorite mediums to work with? Hey there, cats. Okay. Like just pure sketching? Like ballpoint pen or like some micron? Or fountain pens? Okay, nice. That's cool. Yeah, but the cool thing about art is that you don't need a lot of equipment. Yeah, but that's cool. You know, that's cool. So I teach kids at around the age between 8 and 10, and we only use like the materials that they have. You know, they only have like color pencils, wax crayons, and some like those really cheap, shitty felt markers. You know, and yeah, and we try to do the best we can, obviously, with only that type of equipment. And since it's like a public school, I don't feel like I think that I can't ask them, you know, to buy stuff. Of course, true. And also I can teach you guys whatever you would like to go, and obviously if I know. Noses and hands. Well, actually, I had like a. Well, honestly, like if you search on YouTube, really, you can find like really easily some quick tutorials. I saw like a really cool way of drawing hands that was like doing, starting with a. With like, well, most of my stuff I use like for drawing, I use shapes, okay? I always start with shapes, with like simple shapes. And people were using like rectangles, you know, for first blocking everything. And only after they just start, after like, if they see like the proportions are fine and are really good with it, after that, then, and the pose, of course, they just start like doing the contour on those shapes, you know, like, and turning them into proper fingers and the hands and whatnot, you know. Yeah, exactly, bro. For me at least, I find that's the easiest way, you know, just starting with simple shapes. Some people don't like it, but there's no problem at all, you know. There's no problem with drawing without a reference. That's no issue. But like, but if you want, even like the cool thing is that if you are, for example, right-handed, you just go with your left one and you just choose the the pose that you want, and you just have there your reference, right? I'm talking about the hands, of course, right? And the same with the mirror. So I had, when I was in high school, I went to an art, like an exclusive art high school. We would do a lot of drawing with mirrors, you know. So we would like have a mirror in front of us and just drawing on the mirror. Yeah, but even though, like, imagine, yeah, and you can, like, I can give you like another idea, and this type of stuff. There are a lot of, mostly like animators that do it. Okay, it's like having, like, for instance, like your webcam or even your phone, like in selfie mode, you know. And if you want to do like a proper expression, facial expression, just do it yourself, you know. Uh, Take a picture of it, and yeah, and there you go. That's a trick that a lot of animators use to draw like poses, like they use themselves to for their work, you know. It's like, it's a possibility. Okay. Jana, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. Exactly, Ru. See? Just need to let it go. Like Frozen. Yeah. I showed you. I showed you my sketchbook, you know. There's stuff here that I don't like it, but I want, yeah, and it would be really easy for me to just take off the page because it's like this is like perforated, you know. But I won't do it, you know. It's there. No problem, cats. How are you? And that's the cool thing about sketchbooks, because when you go over them, you see like those really cool stuff that you really like, and you also see those really, well, crappy stuff that you really don't like that much, but at the same time that brings you down a little bit to a certain level that at least I guess like most artists should be, you know, a little bit humble. And like, well, I'm not like the greatest cookie in the jar, you know. And it's cool to see those really cool stuff that you made, but it's also nice to see those more weaker stuff, you know. Really, cats? But other than that, it's everything fine, or are you just like in a bad day? No, I like, I guess one thing that I'm what was wrong, cats? What was the problem? So, guys, so cats, you are really young, okay? So, and make like try to understand this, okay? Uh, like I know everyone has people, yeah, but see, everyone has their favorite people, okay? And that's cool with that. I also have people that I look up to, you know. But in the end, like when I mean you, like yourself, is like the most important person for you, right? So unless what you said would be like something obnoxious, you know, like something like insulting or stuff like that, you know, that you could like, okay, I wasn't good with this interaction, but dude, if it wasn't anything like that, just don't beat yourself over that, you know. There's no point to do it, you know. Doesn't matter who the hell the artist is, doesn't matter, you know. Like no one should deserve like putting another one in that spot, you know, like feeling bad or for just saying something that a specific person didn't like, you know. That's bullshit, honestly, you know. Take care of yourself first, you know. And if you feel like if you didn't said like anything rude or insulting, well, but what's the problem? Well, okay, that person didn't like that. Well, that's fine. It's their problem, you know. It's not yours. Yeah. Just need to chill, really, cats. No need to be really like mad or sad about it, you know. It is what it is, you know. Like, okay, you have that person that you really like, and you said something that, well, he or she didn't like. Well, it is what it is, you know. We are humans, so it's on. Of course, it's on their rights for not liking it, but you don't have to be beat yourself, you know. No, of course not. It's not a terrible question, for God's sake. Well, I can answer. I can answer to you this. What would get you banned, honestly, and it's really fairly simple. Like, I will definitely ban anyone here from the chat if they start to get obnoxious or start to treat like anyone here badly, okay, insulting, being some type of racist or homophobic or misogynist or whatever, you know. If any of that would happen here, it was a like 100% ban. That is like my red line, you know. I want to have like a really cool community. Like everyone is here to learn. I'm here to learn as well. And you guys there on the chat have already like told me, well, just look at that, or maybe you could do this or that, and I'm here to learn as well, you know. I'm no master here, okay. I'm just showing off what I do, just that, okay. So if everyone here behaves nice and fine with everyone else, there's no need at all to ban anyone, okay. If it starts with like treating bad or like being what type of like those misogynists or homophobics or racist or whatnot, that it's 100% ban, yeah, for sure. Scallions, thank you very much. But yeah, don't beat yourself over that, cats, really. That's really nonsense, okay? Yourself, it's you as yourself, as an individual, it's way more important than anything else. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's right. 100% right. Well, I guess like what Ru is saying is that like you do, even if you like or idolize a certain person, right? You don't need to be like really like all down, you know, into it. Okay, I guess it's something like that, because even on relationships, you know, and I'm talking about my experience. Okay, like I'm in a relationship with my girlfriend, of course. Like we are together for 15 years, and like she has her own space. Okay, and there's stuff that I even don't know. Like she might like get off work earlier and she can go wherever she wants, right? Like it's her life. We are in a relationship, yes, but she's still an individual, right? She has free will. She can do whatever she wants, right? As do I. Okay? So that's the thing, you know, like you have to look at yourself as an individual, okay? No need to get like blindsided just for someone, whatever that person is, you know. That person would never be like more important than you know. And that's a thing that I feel like a lot of young people needs to understand right now, you know. I see that on the kids that I that I that I lecture. I see a lot of that, like being really like blindsided by those like YouTube content creators and stuff like that, and that like you for yourself are way more important than anything else, you know. Hey there, Rohit. Oh, okay. Yeah, cats, but like, okay, I understand. In that case, it just yeah, it just I don't know. I'm sorry for saying this, but I don't know. I don't know whoever that guy or girl is, but it's a complete douche. I'm sorry for saying that. Like reacting like that for that single thing. I'm sorry, but it is. I'm good, thank you, Rohit. What about you? Are you fine as well? Yeah, for sure. But like, you see, for me, it's like you know, like I have a Discord channel, right? So, and it's okay for me, for anyone who wants to continue some conversation or some discussion after the live stream. They can go there and I'll answer. But of course, I'll answer when I have time, of course, right? I can't be like the whole day watching Discord and there, you know. But I'm available for that, and whenever I have time, I just answer that. Yeah. Gluteus maximus. But did you do well on the exam? Or do you feel that you did well? I know it's two different things. The sense of feeling that it went fine and then going completely wrong. Okay, not bad. But yeah, guys, so finishing up here. Today went here for the cake roll and the mochi. Nika, thank you. Hey there. And tomorrow we'll see what we'll do. We'll get to another page. Let's see what type of foods we will draw or paint and what country we'll do it. Yeah, of course, Ru. Okay. Pakistani food? Yeah, it could be. It could be, of course. Yeah. I could check that out if I see something like visually interesting, you know? Because that's usually like the problem. Because like I would like to do more like Portuguese dishes, you know? But the Portuguese food, like the proper food, it's not that very visual appealing, you know. That's the issue. That's why I went with the desserts. The desserts are more visually appealing. But yeah, I definitely will check that out first, the Pakistani food. Nika, the Filipino, we could do it as well, but I guess Ru here has an advantage for being such a loyal fan and for quite a while now. Okay, I can copy this because I have no idea what the hell this is. Okay. Yeah, but like at least the images I get here, it's like some mushy thing, right? That's the thing that, like, this could taste like awesome, you know, but it's not that really visually appealing, you know. That's my problem also with the Portuguese food, you know. But I'll search, okay? I'll search something. I'll definitely will find something interesting for sure. Okay. Yeah, like the biryani, it's also the same, you know. It's like a lot of stuff. It has some color, yes, but it's not something that really appealing, you know. But yeah, for sure, no problem. I'll definitely will find something. Okay. Okay. Okay, the desserts, that sounds a little better for sure. Okay. That is more what I was looking for. Okay, okay. This the patisa. Also, okay. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm just putting here on another tabs to to check those. And by the way, tomorrow I think I could go with two live streams back to back as I did last week. So it will be like a full day dedicated to Pakistani / Indian food. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for being here. See you tomorrow, right? Cats, chin up, right? Don't bother about that. Rue, again, thank you very much for being here. All of you guys, thank you. I really appreciate it, honestly. That's for sure. And yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll search for sure, no problem. Yeah, you are. So, see you tomorrow and have a nice day, okay? Have a nice Wednesday. Bye bye. Cheers. That's nice. That's cool. Bye bye, guys.